Somebody just made me laugh. But that's the beauty of real TV, right? It's like on. We don't do any safety net here. We don't record. We just do. Just do the damn show. All right, so it is Monday. That means it's time for 10 Minutes of Truth. And if you've been with me for a bit, and for some of you anyway, notice a pattern. Yes, it is going to be getting more crystallized, harder, in your face, ready to smack you with some political chingazos to get you to a place where you need to make some solid decisions based on fact, science. I shouldn't even have to say that, even though that is where we are. But it is 10 Minutes of Truth. It is a Monday. We're going to kick off the week, and there's going to be a load. For full disclosure, watch this. I am absolutely not going to watch any convention coverage, Republican or Democrat, at all. You hear that? You're like, holy smokes, what? It's like the big budget must-see for the week? Nah, not so much. You might actually be able to exist, might actually be able to live, enjoy life without having to watch conventions or political coverage. See how that works? Yeah, it's real simple. You don't have to, is my point. So, would there be something, or would there be something to see, learn? Yeah, absolutely. But again, for me anyway, I'm not saying for you. You do as you need to. It is this free country still, a little bit. And you do what you think you need to do. One way or the other, whether Democrat or Republican, enjoy. I'm not going to. One, because I need to download and synthesize out of that bubble. It could be too much. And then two, I like formulating my own opinion. I read, I study, I learn, I watch, and I take information outside of the usual stuff, and then I make my decisions based on that. So singularly, I've had people, I'm gonna put this on air right now. I've had a bunch of you that follow or that are in my group or that like or whatever, that watch this show or that know about me, and you guys have sent me information. You've sent me videos, you've sent me write-ups, you've sent me op-eds, you've sent me all kinds of stuff. Now I want to be 100% clear here. It isn't that I don't want you to do that. But I want to be real clear, especially when it comes to videos and other people that put out opinions on what they're seeing, they're viewing. I do not watch those others because I take in my information and I make my own damn decision. I don't go pimp out somebody else, take their idea and their thought, and then turn around and use it in my own, or even worse, parrot what someone else says because they're knowledgeable or because they're an expert. Don't do that here. Clear thought, lucid thought, making decisions based on fact, information, data, and then what you feel is right. That's the way it's supposed to be. So, 10 Minutes of Truth tonight. I'm going to give you something that I've been holding off on for a long time, but it is crystallizing and getting closer and closer. And I'm going to put this out up front, like right now, for any of you watching. If you don't like hearing the truth, then get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Don't watch. All right, and I'm not supposed to say that because it's like media, right? Don't tell somebody not to watch. I'm telling you not to watch. If you can't put your big boy drawers and your big girl drawers on, then you shouldn't be here. All right, go and do that other thing with all those other places you go for your information, laconically information. All right, go there instead of coming here. Because I do not lie and I do not tell an untruth. And I'm not here trying to spin you, move you to benefit myself personally. Absolutely do not do that. So if you can't handle the truth, go somewhere else. That's like a 101. Don't do that, right? Don't tell people to leave. I'm telling you. You know why? Because I'm going to exist at the end of this show. And I'm going to exist for another week or 2 or 3 or however God allows me to be here for the time that I am. And I'm still going to do it the same way. Okay? So as we begin, those of you that are vets, you will understand entirely. You may not even like it, but you will understand if you took that oath, like I did, the purpose and the priority of it. Huh? I'm going to give you 4 gentlemen tonight. 4 gentlemen that have admiration, respect, discipline, esprit de corps, a built-in code of conduct, a character level that is off the charts for us mere mortals, and gentlemen that have quite literally given their entire lives in selfless service. Reiteration, selfless, not selfish. which is quite literally the norm that we see today. Selfless. All right? You may not like it, you may not like the end of it, but it's all fact and it's all truth. Deal with it as you see fit. I'm good where I'm at. I've gotten to my point in life at a half-century mark. Ran up Maslow's hierarchy. I'm at the top. I took the damn pyramid, flipped it over, and I'm doing it again. You like that? Psychologically. Those of you in education or psychology, you know what the hell I'm talking about. I ran up Maslow's hierarchy. I got to the top of the pyramid, flipped it over, flipped it again, and I'm going to run up it again in this second half century. Have some fun with that. All right, let's get down to business. First things first. Give me my first one, KP. This gentleman right here is Mad Dog Mattis, James Mattis, lifelong servant, hardcore Mad Dog Marine, dog-faced soldier. His quote, "The first president in my lifetime who does not try to unite the American people." And his intent and his purpose, as we leave that up for a split second, is he is pointing to a prima facie case that this president, our president right now, notice I said our president, he is our president, whether we like it or not. Whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. He is our president. And whether we like it or not, Mr. Mattis, General Mattis, sir, is entirely correct. He is the first president in my lifetime and his that does not try to unite the American people. That isn't a misnomer. That isn't a misquote. That is a fact. And even those that are most diehard Trump supporters, none but love for you. I got none but love for you. And I'll be the first to line up to defend your right to free speech and every other damn right you get in this Constitution. Because I took an oath swearing to do so. And just because I may not like what you're doing right now doesn't mean that I won't defend your right to do so. See how that worked? Run up the Maslow hierarchy. You'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the first president in my lifetime who does not try to unite the American people. And that's a fact. That's a fact. That is the very antithesis and lack of definition for leadership. Leadership is predicated on someone, man, woman, person, actively working to bring people together and move to common cause and purpose. That's a leader. That's a real leader. And that's what a president should be. And even in the past, when we've had presidents that you kind of wonder about in that fashion, they at least made the effort to pretend that they're trying to build a bigger tent and bring more people together. At least pretend. Our president current, Donald Trump, doesn't even try. He wants his percentage of America and the hell with the rest of us. And I'll put this on record. What did you think a guy like me was supposed to say? Or be, wear, do? How the hell am I going to be with Nazis? That kind of ain't going to work for me. You understand that, America? Check me out. That ain't going to work for me. Nazis are not fine people in my book. So when he said it, I kind of knew where I was at. Case closed. And those are facts, by the way, because that's exactly what he said. Next man. General Jim Kelly. And by the way, both of the gentlemen, the preceding and the current in front of you right now, I think we need to look harder at who we elect. And I want to say this like with some certainty and some very, very specific clarity. John Kelly was really, really exceptionally diplomatic in this line, at least. I think we need to look harder at who we elect. And then another instance, he just plain called him an idiot. Because the president has no understanding of our nation's history. He has no understanding of the alliances and the world order. Run with that all you want, QAnon folk. Do whatever the hell you with it. I don't care. There is a world order that arose and came out of World War II. Now watch this. Be real clear. You can complain, cry, bitch, and moan about every damn thing you want under the sun about what this world is and what it isn't, including these United States of ours. But the one thing you cannot say is that the world order created by Franklin Delano Roosevelt to Truman, followed up on, expanded, and built upon by Dwight Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, and every president since then, There is no World War III. Did you ever notice that? There has been no World War III. So I'll argue tooth and nail with any of you that want to say this world is so damn bad, this country's so damn bad. We have never experienced World War III because of the work done by our predecessors, previous presidents and previous Americans. Think about that. Our president has no clue what the hell that is. He's an idiot. Because not only does he not know, but he doesn't give a damn or take the time to find out. As General John Kelly tried to explain to him and found out the hard way that this man was not going to listen. By the way, John Kelly, Jim Mattis, and the gentlemen that are going to follow, IQs are ridiculously high. They're brilliant men. I can attest to that. You don't get to be who they are without having intellectual, heavy gray matter. Next man. And this is my dog right here. All right? One of these days, I do hope he sees it. I hope he thinks not too bad of me. This gentleman is Russell L. Honore. He is my former battalion commander in the 1st Infantry Division, 416, 4th to the 16th, in Göppingen, Germany, Federal Republic of Germany, before the Berlin Wall went down and before the end of communism. I served under this man and was his Soldier of the Year in 1990. Phenomenal individual, phenomenal American. 37 years a bona fide badass that would die for this country over and over and over again, and would still do so, I would hazard a guess to say. Mr. Honore, General Honore, to me, stated early on in March, April, we need a national testing strategy and logistics to make it happen. A 50-state plan will not work, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this was 4 or 5 months ago. Apropos, confirmation, oh yeah. What are we looking at now? 170,000 dead Americans. Because there is no national testing strategy. You have 50 different states doing 50 different things. And let me be 100% crystal clear here as well. The very nature of leadership is to lead, not to step back, let 50 other people lead, wait for them to succeed or fail. If they succeed, you take credit for giving them the ability to succeed. If they fail, you take shots at them because they didn't do a good job. In other words, you wait in the background to be good or bad depending on how the situation unfolds. That also is the antithesis and the very lack of definition when it comes to leadership. That is not leadership. To be clear, once again, that is not leadership. Waiting for others to succeed or fail while you sit on your ass waiting to decide on how you come in to save the day or look good, depending on the outcome. That ain't a leader. That's a punk. Next man. Finally, and lastly, this guy's a beast. He's a monster. And you can quote me, I've said it before. If this gentleman walked up to my front door and told me that we had a mission, and we had to go down into hell, kick ass on the devil, I wouldn't even ask why. I would say, sign me up, give me my rations and my equipment, I'm ready to go, sir. Would not hesitate. This is Admiral William McRaven. Yeah, SEAL Team 6, lifetime commander that nailed bin Laden. I can go on and on. He's got so many records and accomplishments that monster wall on his chest isn't enough to signify the type of American that he is. He is the best of us in so many ways, and I'm speaking on the male end, I'm not talking for ladies, but in terms of guys, Admiral McRaven is one of our finest ever produced in terms of a flag or military officer, one of the finest this country has ever produced, and that's coming from a history teacher. Make sure we're clear here. Former U.S. history teacher. This man is one of the finest general or flag officers our nation has ever produced. Character, candor, commitment, above reproach in honesty and integrity. He just released a Washington Post op-ed This is where I'm at, and this is where I've been with him. President Trump is actively, I repeat, actively working to undermine every major institution in this country. He goes on and fleshes out during his op-ed that the entire point of President Trump's method is to sow seeds of chaos, disruption, problems, issues, divide, so that when the sheep fight amongst each other, he could come in, ride to the rescue, provide something, and look like he saved the day. We know that method. I've seen it. We all know it. Look like the older, more wizened leader that comes in to bring order to the chaos. And in that op-ed, you do need to read it. I'm going to post it on Supermex Nation tonight. In that op-ed, Admiral McRaven adequately, accurately, lucidly, and with great deliberation points out that that is autocracy, dictatorship 101. Sow discord, sow chaos, disruption, division. Come in and provide your own form of order, even it's bastardized, corrupted, not democracy, fledgling, beginning autocracy. That is what we're looking at right now. I'll say, as I finish, you don't have to like it. You don't have to love it. I really don't give a damn. I know where I'm at. I know who I am. And I know what I see on a historic continuum of autocracy and democracy. We are no longer that. We have an opportunity to get it right. For one of you out there that asked me what it means by getting it right, I'll tell you with no joke. And if you really want to, give me a damn call. You have my phone number. You want to know what get it right means? Get rid of this president before we devolve into a third world country, because we're on our way right now. You think laws, institutions, principle, freedom, freedom of speech, and all the others in the Bill of Rights actually matter? Wake the hell up. Our president current is destroying and removing those underpinnings of our democracy. Don't take my word for it. Listen to the men that have given their lives for 30, 40, 50 years. And their only principle is what is right. What is right? Because that's where I'm at. What is right? I don't care about the rest. I'm not watching conventions. I'll even say this on record. Joe Biden was not my first pick. My guy didn't even make the first damn round. Kamala Harris was not my first pick. There were 3 or 4 others that I like better than her. But I would vote for a dog catcher before I vote for President Donald J. Trump. Nothing but love for you. I'll see you for the rest of the week. Supermex is out.